What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to the Chairman's Cup squad review. We had the squad builder around probably about 12 hours ago by the time you're watching this, where I built this team on the screen for you. Now we've got Cavani, Castro, Pedro, Cazorla, Matuidi, Lucas, Piszczek, Hummels, Koscielny, Clichy and Neuer. And this is the team that we're going to take into the Chairman's Cup. Now, before we go any further, if you would like to purchase any FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check out thefootshop.com. Their link is in the description below. Very fast and reliable service. And if you use the discount code NEPO at checkout, you will receive a discount on your coins. So this is the team. I asked you guys to put in the comment section in the last episode who you think the top, like the best player in the team would be. A lot of people think Lucas. A lot of people think Cazorla. A few people think Cavani. But most people thought Ruben Castro. Now, this Chairman's Cup, this is quite a crazy hybrid. Like there's quite a lot of stipulations for this team. You're allowed a maximum of 3 players from one league and 3 players from one nation, which really limits what you can do with the team. So I think the team that I actually built was really good. And due to the fact that that is the case, it was taking me 10 to 20 minutes to find a game. Like it took me around 20 minutes to find this first round game here, and I scored the first goal there with Edison Cavani. And playing with this team, this is actually a team I recommend you should build. And like, if you want to build this just to play normal games, you don't have to have Castro as a striker. You can have pretty much any BBVA striker up there, or any Spanish striker. There's a lot of, you could put you could change a few things around basically. And for those of you wondering, some people wanted a cheap alternative, so instead of second informed Pedro at left mid, you can have Christian Tello from Barcelona. He will do just fine. Instead of Neuer, you can have Adler. He will also replace perfectly well there, and I think that's both the expensive, all of the expensive players out there for you. So we made it into the next round of the Cup, guys, and we came up against this side. He's got Willian, Costa, Blaszczykowski, Gundogan, Koke, and Juan Mata, Cole, Chiellini, Barzagli, Piszczek, and Buffon in goal. So a really strong team, really strong team. And fortunately for me though, which is kind of the way that these first 2 games here went, this was just a game of headers. The last game, I won 2-1. I scored 2 headers. I actually conceded a header as well. I don't show the goals I concede in this, but I did concede a header. And if you guys are still here, and if you guys are listening to the video right now, leave a like on the video. Would really appreciate it. A nice bit of skill there from Pedro. If we can get this video like around 3,000 to 4,000 likes, that would be awesome. You guys always show insane support anyway, but I do really appreciate every time that you throw a like on the video. So we made it 2-0 there with another cross and another header, and the ball goes through to Santi Cazorla. Now, I got to this stage here. I tried to do a Rabona cross to Castro so that he could head it or bike it or whatever, and instead Cazorla ended up chipping it over the keeper. That's completely not what I asked to happen, but it happened anyway. We made it 3-0. And then Santi Cazorla in the 90th minute, deep into injury time, takes that free kick, bang, and that goes in the back of the net. It actually bounces out. It bounces off the crossbar, goes behind the line, comes out, hits the crossbar and goes back in. So it was a crazy goal, but we end up winning 4-0 there with Cavani scoring 2 and Santi Cazorla scoring 2. Now, after this game, guys, we got to the semi-final of the Chairman's Cup, and I kid you not, I was searching for around 45 minutes, just continually pressing search for game, and I couldn't find anyone. I've sped the next clip up. I've sped this up by 20, as you can see how it's just like flipping through real quick, and you can see how long I was just searching for opponents, just time and time again. I end up just showing you a little bit just to show that, hey, I am here searching for opponents. Couldn't find it, so I thought, let me play 2 more games with this team, which is where it would have taken me to the final of the Chairman's Cup. I went into the Gold Cup to play the final 2 games, so we end up coming up against this team. He's got a nice team with Jovetic, Sturridge, Oscar, Fernandinho, Fellaini, Terry Luis, Zabaleta, Clichy and Hart, but then he's got the informed Mkhitaryan cam, and I just don't understand why. Like, put a BPL cam there, sub Mkhitaryan on, and then play with him with good chemistry. And this guy also had absolutely 0 fitness on Joe Hart. Look at Joe Hart there as he throws the ball out. I'm 1-0 down at this stage. I pick the ball up, I play it into Santi Cazorla. Cazorla steps inside David Luiz, and a nice tidy little finish underneath Joe Hart there to make it 1-1, which was very nice indeed. Now, as I said, I wanted you guys to let me know who you think would be the best player in this team, and the whole point of this is me letting you know whether or not this team is worth playing with. And 100%, this is a fantastic team. Defensively, it's crazy good. Now, the pace of Clichy and Piszczek get me out of so many problems. Hummels, not the fastest, but he's tall, big and strong, and Koscielny has got that pace, and Koscielny is one of those defenders, he's just athletic is the term that I'm looking for. Like, he's everywhere. He wins headers, he's fast, he's strong, he does everything. He's a really good centre-back. So we're moving to the fourth and final game of this this video, guys. We come up against a full English team: Young, Sturridge, Walcott, Wilshere, Rooney and Gerrard in midfield, Cahill and Jagielka in defence with Walker and Gibbs on the wings, and Joe Hart again in goal. Moving on to the midfield of this team, Santi Cazorla is hands down the player of this team. He was absolutely fantastic, closely followed by this man on the ball here, Edison Cavani. I thought Cazorla and Cavani, although Cavani didn't even, I don't even know if Cavani scored as many goals as Cazorla, I thought they were both absolutely phenomenal. And then honestly, the third player that I recommend out of this team, and this might just be Arsenal bias coming in, but it's the man that just scored there, and that's Laurent Koscielny. The dude ended up scoring 3 goals in the 4 games here, which is just phenomenal. We take a penalty here with Santi Cazorla in the 60th minute. He actually saves a penalty with Joe Hart there. The ball comes out to Pedro on the left-hand side, steps inside with the Ronaldo chop, gets fouled but carries on, and then passes it into Cazorla. And look at this for a finish. Steps inside, one touch, boom, and that's a lovely little finish past the goalkeeper. So this team in general, the attack force was good. I thought Castro was going to be like a superstar, because you guys all really rated him when I made this team. You guys were telling me he's going to be fantastic to play with. You know, when you've used him, he's been brilliant. I wasn't overly amazed by him, to be honest. I actually don't even know if he scored a goal. He might have scored 1 or 2 goals for me at most. But Cavani, Cazorla and Koscielny were absolutely magnificent, and Clichy and Piszczek as well were just great. So this is coming towards the end of the video, guys. I just wanted to show you the stats of the team at the end there. So we got Ruben Castro here, scored 3 goals and 4 assists in 5 games. That's actually pretty decent. Cavani with 3 and 2 and 5. I played 1 game off camera when I first started searching for the Chairman's Cup games, and I couldn't find any. I thought, let me just play a warm-up game to test this team out until I can find a game. Some of these players, as you can see, they got like 8 and 14 goals, and that's because I've used him in other teams before. But Koscielny there scored 3 goals for me, which was awesome. Clichy didn't score, Pedro didn't score, he got a couple of assists. Mats Hummels was, I think he might have scored 1, no, he got 1 assist. I was a bit disappointed in Lucas as well. I thought he was going to be great for me. There you got Neuer, no goals, no assists. And Santi Cazorla there with 5 goals and 3 assists in the 8 games that he's actually played there. But he was just incredible, guys. I really recommend him. He's got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and is just absolutely fantastic in that central midfield role. So this is the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's reach 500k as soon as possible, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.